Coach, these fans have waited for this moment for decades, but playoff football has come to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, 20. I got it. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check. Run. Hurry. Motion. Check, 52's the mic. Check, 52's the mic. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Watch it. Watch twist. 6-6. Pull it high. Watch.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Regular. 52.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Pistol. Don't get nervous. Hey, check 24. Watch 20.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Heavy on the edges. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Big 3rd down stop. I can almost hear that defense saying, go ahead, go for it. Try it.
You see that swagger out there, don't you? You see him saying, yeah, go ahead and give it one more shot. But I think if you're the head coach in this situation with you having the ball, just tip your cap to the guy on the other side. Say, okay, you got me this time. Kick the field goal. We'll see you the rest of the game.
Well, if they would go for it and not get it, though, the other offense would have a long way to go in the other direction. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Check 26, check 26. Here we go. 93, 52, 93, 44.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On second down, here's Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Let's get it.
Lady!
Check 56. Let's go, D.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's T.J. Carey who picked it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
180!
Watch the screen.
King!
Watch the screen. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Point it right. King! Hey, orbit!
A first down throw from Mayfield. Being chased out left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go. Jimmy.
Real.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Hands up, lead!
Check 53's Mike. Hey, man.
Hands up!
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Lead! 53. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
3rd and 2 for Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep for the Browns, Antonio Callaway. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to do...
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. Like you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They go play action here on first down. Larry Ogunjobi coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
It's second down.
Hey. 56 is the mic. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. You never win.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
And it's third down.
Hands up, lead.
56, right there. 56. So we got man.
Dalton. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal. It's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Callaway on the return. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Cincinnati.
Number 53, Mike 53. Let's go.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jannard Avery leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check 4. Yeah, 5-6.
So Dalton now. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
I got you. Kill. Safe. Check three. Back.
Yeah, 5-6.
On third down, Dalton going deep for Eifert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert, 43 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, he has two hands. He only needed one there. What an excellent grab.
How about those mitts, huh? When pregame, when we put our hands up with his, I thought he really doesn't need two hands to catch the ball. He just showed us exactly that.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Run.
Go. Switch.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary. Room here to run. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Here's Mayfield. And oh, what a catch that time by Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 40 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here you go, Cam. Undercross. X3. 218, chop it.
Now Dalton. Dumps it off to Mixon. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Set, 180.
52's the mic. Yo.
Regular. Shoot. One touch.
1st down, Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They take to the air on the first play of the drive, and the pass just a little bit off there.
I thought there was some turbulence in the pocket there. Took him off platform, off schedule, unable to get set and make a nice throw.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Regular.
Mayfield to throw it. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
61, matchbox light. Hurry! Hurry!
52 right here. 52. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit.
And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Let's go. Check. Lucky. Wick.
Here's Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit. We're not even at halftime.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Geno Atkins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
Check. 180. 52's the mic. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
On 3rd down, Mayfield.
Let's go. You tighten up.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Dad, I'm here all day.
Topper!
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
There we go.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Passing, it's Dalton. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Hands up, Wade!
56, right there, 56. Hey, watch the slant. Watch it.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Three down.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
He's coming, double up.
3rd down from the gun. Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 48 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will shave one more off this lead.
27, Bengals 14. Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Alert! Check your hot read.
Hurry!
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Hey, alert 33.
Check 99. Check 99.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
2 by 2. Move.
Monk's 56. Monk's 56.
368. Hey, Stu.
From the 30 on second down, Dalton. That's complete to White. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
It's a gain of 6. And the Bengals first down.
Andy Dalton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Dalton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Dalton sets up play action. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Run.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Hey, Delta.
52. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, by 52.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. It's caught. Beckham. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
52's the mark.
Smooth. Recon, 132 fighter.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Watch it.
Throwing, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Dalton. He's going to fire one deep over them. He's got a man. Complete. 36 yards on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Mike. Mike. Now watch run.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Dalton under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jannard Avery able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Dalton on 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets to him again. Joe Schobert, the offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. A gain of 3, second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The 38-yard line.
Good. 180.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Pistol, pistol, pistol.
From the 38, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, 62 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
You ready?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw here, Dalton. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jannard Avery able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Bengals going for it. Here's Dalton. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
180.
52's the mic. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
A run for Nick Chubb. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come on, D. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No.
Mayfield down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, Dalton, throwing the out route incomplete. That's Boyd. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Cincinnati.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
And Dalton to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check. Here we go. 93, 52, 93. Stop!
Dalton. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Out of bounds at his own 49-yard line.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here it comes.
2 by 2. Move. Five.
Now Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jannard Avery. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to go down again. Larry Ogunjobi, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Set, 180. Kings.
I'm trying to collect. Check 13. Check 13.
On first down, Singletary. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bengals' 26-yard line.
Up. Go.
Mike 52. Hey,
I'm done.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dalton. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Dalton. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
368.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
180. 52 right here. 52. Come on, D. Real. Mike 52. Hurry. Keep it up, guys. What's up?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave a great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up 2nd down.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man complete. The 30. Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.